Good morning and welcome. Bleh, bleh. I talked a lot yesterday. Good morning. It's 8:28 a.m. I am on Sunday, December 16th, 2018. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. So, day 1 of my 2018 Extra Life D&D stream is in the can, so to speak. That's 12 hours down, 12 hours to go. It went great yesterday as far as the game is concerned, for sure. And then we added another almost $50 to the donation pool. So we're actually at what now? I think $615. I think last I looked. Hopefully we can get it over the goal today. But whatever we end up at, it's going to be. It's going to be great. We've raised money for children's hospitals, and we're halfway through, and the game has been going really well. I'm very pleased because, especially because yesterday's session featured a part of the adventure that is very sandboxy. And what that means, if you're not familiar with the terminology in this type of game setting, there's the two polar extremes when you're running this type of role-playing game would be railroady or sandboxy. The idea being with a railroad or roller coaster, is that the party gets to see lots of interesting curated things, but it's very much on a track. Like the party is able to respond in the moment to various things that are happening, but they don't really have much control ultimately over the major plot. There's really only ever one obvious thing for them to do, and they do that, and then they do the next obvious thing, and then it's designed to be on a track. It's on rails, like a railroad. The alternative to that is sandboxy, which means here is a big setting, do with it as you will, and there's not a lot of direction at all. There's hardly any direction, and the party just really has to find their own initiative to decide what it is that they want to do. And usually, different parties are going to appreciate different balances of that, but it's generally considered the sweet spot to find a balance somewhere in between those things. Give the party agency to make their own decisions, but also have some various hooks and guidance for them to latch onto so it doesn't just feel aimless like wandering the supermarket hungry without knowing what you want. And yesterday's part of the adventure had an extended section that was intended to be extremely sandboxy. The party had been set up in a house where they owned a big house in Waterdeep, this big city. And there's various little hooks being thrown in there for them to investigate and check out certain things. But by and large, they didn't have a big A plot to follow. And so I wasn't sure how that was going to go. See, that's where I was just like, there's a lot of different ways that could go, and I wasn't sure how that was going to work, but it worked great. The core party of adventurers really bought into everything, and we got some great stuff, and I'm just extremely pleased with how that went. And 12 hours in a stretch is a long day for sure, and I'm getting ready to do it again, and then I'll probably need a vacation. But it's so fun. I'm just very pleased with how it's going so far, and I hope that first of all, like as a reminder, like if you didn't get a chance to watch or you're only able to watch part of it, it is going to get posted on YouTube, all 24 hours total of it. It's going to get archived first on Twitch, and then I'll try to bring the video over to YouTube. And it's very exciting. And as a reminder too, is that we are still raising money for Boston Children's Hospital as part of Extra Life Charity, and you can go to the link that's going to be in the notes for this video, and you can help us to raise money for kids who need it most. And those donations are running throughout the duration of the game and after. So even if you're watching this or the game and the game is already done, it's a week from now and it's not during the actual weekend, that's still okay. You can still donate and be helping out for a good cause this holiday season. Um, but so in any event, I hope that you will help me to help Boston Children's Hospital. And in the meantime, starting at 10 a.m., I will be resuming the stream as we catch up with the party as a big fireball has just erupted right outside their house's door. What's going on? We'll find out. And I'll talk to you tomorrow for 5 more minutes.